In the abyss of digital shadows, Spectre sits hunched before a constellation of glowing monitors, each line of code a step deeper into the unknown. The rhythmic clicking of keys echoes in the dimly lit room, the only sound accompanying Spectre's relentless pursuit through encrypted marketplaces. A disturbing image flickers across the screen, and Spectre freezes, eyes widening at the sight of a hidden auction with unimaginable stakes. Under the harsh glare of fluorescent lights, Detective Washington observes Alex. Alex trembles, a storm of fear brewing behind his darting eyes as he says, "I thought it was just a game, but then things started getting real." Detective Washington's gaze hardens as he warns, "The dark web, it's not a game, Alex. It's a world where nightmares come to life." In the heart of the server room, a lone hacker battles digital shadows. "They know I'm here." The hacker sprints through the maze of servers, pursued by an unseen adversary. Bathed in the eerie glow of multiple monitors, Eric sits hunched over his keyboard, a digital vigilante in his dimly lit dorm. He navigates a labyrinth of VPNs and Tor browsers, each keystroke a calculated risk in the shadowy world of digital security. The room pulses with intellectual curiosity and a hint of recklessness as Eric delves deeper into the digital unknown. A black screen flickers to life, an abyss of digital emptiness, as cryptic messages cascade down from unknown entities. Eric, drawn into this eerie digital realm, voices his uncertainty. "Hey, what is this place?" Before Eric can process, a swift reply pierces the silence. Eric sits transfixed, the cold light of the screen reflecting in his wide, intent eyes. A message flashes. "You're new. Prove yourself." Defying his own apprehension, Eric clicks the link, a decision that seals his fate. In the dim glow of his laptop, Eric casually browses, unaware of the horror about to unfold. A grainy live stream flickers to life, revealing a figure, bound and silenced, in a dark, hidden place. Choose, red or black. Decide his fate. Eric stares in horror, realizing he's being asked to participate in a horrifying online game. Weeks later, Eric sits in his sparsely furnished apartment, a shell of his former life. He tries to find peace, but visible tension ripples through him. An ominous email pierces the silence. You don't just leave the void. Alone in his dimly lit apartment, Eric's paranoia deepens as shadows dance around him, distorting reality. A faint, insidious ping echoes in Eric's mind, fueling his terror. His knuckles whiten as Eric clutches his head, lost in the growing digital intrusion. In the dim light, Jonas is hunched over his computer, his face illuminated by the screen's glow. He navigates a labyrinth of shady torrent sites. Empty soda cans and discarded takeout containers litter the room, painting a picture of casual neglect. Jonas, driven by a dangerous curiosity, clicks on a mysterious link, unaware of the digital trap about to spring. The screen flickers, revealing a stark web page dominated by a countdown, as a sense of foreboding slowly begins to engulf Jonas. Torn between apprehension and anticipation, Jonas hesitates, deciding to confront the unknown that lurks behind the digital veil. As the digital clock hits 0, a live video feed flickers onto the screen, revealing a figure cloaked in anonymity. The figure's voice, stripped of humanity by mechanical alteration, echoes chillingly. You shouldn't have seen this. As I stare at the screen, disbelief gives way to creeping dread. In the stark glow of his laptop, Jonas is hunched over, drawn into the digital abyss. A chilling live stream bursts to life. A masked figure fills the frame. A narrator whispers, revealing a horrifying scene. Behind him, a woman is bound and gagged, her muffled cries piercing the digital veil. The masked figure's voice cuts through the silence. Welcome, new viewers. Tonight's event is already paid for. Consider this a free show. A masked figure looms, a knife and hammer glinting in their grasp. Vote. The live chat floods with frantic choices. Knife, hammer, Knife. Jonas slams his laptop shut, severing the power. The horrifying image sears into his memory. Jonas, gripped by paranoia, nervously glances over his shoulder, sensing unseen eyes. A chilling screenshot reveals Jonas watching the live stream, his own terror reflected back at him. A hidden webcam blinks ominously, the red light, a silent testament to his violation. Mark sits hunched over his laptop, bathed in the cold light of the screen. Empty coffee cups and crumpled notes surround him, a testament to sleepless nights. A spreadsheet flickers into view the organ list. Hearts, 120. 0. Healthy male, 28. Accident victim, pending harvest. In the desolate warehouse, Sarah lies in peaceful slumber, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Victor lurks in the shadows, the chilling details of Sarah's fate glowing on his phone screen. The echoing sound of approaching footsteps shatters the silence, signaling an impending threat. In the sterile operating room, a surgical team, led by a ruthless doctor, prepares for a dark procedure. On the table lies John, matching the grim description. Healthy male, 28. Accident victim. I watch in horror as the doctor begins the operation, realizing the full extent of the pending harvest. In the dim light of her apartment, Sophie hunches over her laptop, her face shadowed by the screen's pale glow. Hope flickers as she discovers a listing. Babysitting opportunities. Discreet, families only. Intrigued, Sophie clicks the minimalist website promising a glimpse into a world unknown. Sophie navigates the dark web, her eyes darting across the screen as she deciphers cryptic listings. A wave of unease washes over Sophie as she deciphers the sinister requests. Despite her apprehension, Sophie steels herself, resolving to reach out into the digital abyss. The cold glow of Sophie's phone casts an eerie light on her face, revealing the stark image of a blonde child. The text flashes with a chillingly simple offer. You'll be paid in advance. No experience needed. Just follow instructions. Her breath catches as she reads the next message. Do not ask questions. Client will pick you up. No phones allowed. A realization dawns. This isn't babysitting. This is trafficking. In the dim glow of the apartment, Mark sits hunched over, a solitary figure amidst a sea of scrolling code. Illuminated by the screen, Mark's face reflects the intensity of his search through encrypted files on the dark web. Fingers dance across the keyboard as Mark navigates the digital depths, fueled by the hum of computers and the ghosts of energy drinks. Mark, alone in his apartment, discovers a strange audio file, its small size belying its potential. Hesitation flickers across his face, curiosity winning out as he clicks play. Static erupts in Mark's ears, followed by a low, guttural humming that stirs a sense of mounting dread. Mark's finger trembles above the stop button, poised to silence the haunting file. A voice pierces the silence. We know you're listening. Mark rips off his headphones, eyes darting around the room as paranoia floods his senses. He frantically deletes the audio file, then empties the recycle bin, trying to erase every trace of the chilling message. On the outskirts of town, a lone delivery van navigates a deserted road under the dim glow of flickering streetlights. Mark, a young man, glances nervously at his GPS, the unsettling sounds of machinery and barking dogs heightening his anxiety. The dilapidated buildings loom in the background, casting long shadows that dance with the night. The warehouse looms, a silhouette against the night, its broken windows like vacant eyes staring out at Mark. He finds the door unlocked, a silent invitation into the unknown. Mark hesitates at the threshold, the air thick with foreboding, then steps into the darkness. Mark navigates through the warehouse, the only sound the echo of his footsteps on the debris-strewn floor. A distorted voice cuts through the silence. Leave the package. Go. As Mark turns to leave, his eyes catch a glimpse of a shape wrapped in a bloody sheet. David, consumed by his digital world, sits hunched over his computer, his face illuminated by the eerie glow of the screens. His fingers dance across the keyboard as he navigates the dark web, each click echoing in the tense silence. A hidden forum emerges from the digital depths, a palpable tension hanging in the air. David scrolls through the dark web forum, his horror building as he sees the countless intrusive photos. He freezes, recognizing his own living room and himself in one of the photos. Frantically, David checks his webcam, seeking reassurance in the unsettling silence. David, bathed in the cold light of the screen, is frozen by an unseen terror. A chilling message flashes. Stop looking. He slams the laptop shut, the sound shattering the silence. His paranoia escalates. He frantically covers the webcam, a gesture both desperate and absurd against the unseen threat. The dark web is a real and accessible part of the internet, not merely a myth. While some areas of the dark web host harmless forums and research, many harbor dangerous and illegal activities. The dark web facilitates both innocuous information exchange and illicit operations. The dark web hosts chat rooms where threats and illicit activities occur. So-called red rooms on the dark web feature disturbing and illegal content. Marketplaces within the dark web facilitate the trade of illegal goods and services. The dark web's dangers can indirectly affect everyday users through compromised devices and networks. Silent watchers and malicious actors can infiltrate personal devices, highlighting the need for heightened online security. Heightened online security awareness and preventative measures are crucial for protecting personal devices and data.